Good morning, America and the rest of the world, wherever you are, my good friends. Thank you for watching. Today, the title of the newsletter associated with this YouTube video is The Reptilius Infected California Church of Satan, Warning to the World. But before we go into discussing this new movement, pretty scary, by the way. Let's talk about my latest experience. I just come back from LA, where I was invited to do a psychic fair, something like that. And took a lot of pills for my back and my hip, but I was able to do it. Stopped all along the way. When I arrived there, it was pretty interesting, to say the least. The fact of the matter is there are hundreds, if not thousands, of very, very popular psychic and mediums. And of course, thousands of oblivious people that flocks around them in all those gatherings. And that's happening all over the country and all over the world. Yet my question to all the people who attend those psychic fairs, my question is, why, instead of asking how much do you charge? That's the first thing that people say when they come to me. Dr. Turi, how much do you charge? And I correct them right away. I says, no. It's not how much do I charge. Is how much can I tell you, or how much can I prove you that I am real before you make a decision on spending money on me? And that is basically the rule number one that you're supposed to do before spending a fortune on a medium or a psychic that certainly advertise himself or herself on radio, television, newspaper, or God knows what. A truly gifted person will do like I do. First of all, any psychic who do not realize that the top psychic of all time, or Nostradamus, was an astrologer and refused to use either astrology or the tarot or no tools, okay, stay clear. It's pretty much like, bringing your car to a mechanic, but there is no garage and there is no tools. So how do you expect this person to connect with you? Or if you want to talk to your departed ones, to your loved ones on the other side, there gotta be some tools. All the excuses are, oh, I have my my spiritual guides. Do not be fooled, my friend. There is only a very, very thin hair between divine cosmic information or channeling the dead and pure imagination. That's where you must apply a lot of critical thinking before investing your spirit in someone else, because there is such a thing of psychic accident. The reptilians are able in time and space through various levels of consciousness to enter not only your psychic mind and poison you in the process, but also yours. Okay, so be aware. Those entities are canny. They are all cosmic conscious. They know everything about you. You see, they know everything about you because it's part of their inner knowledge to have a full awareness of the cosmic code jurisdictions. So teaching this type of highly spiritual information to the normal people is not an easy task for me. Remember, magnet will attract a piece of wood. I doubt very much a religious person, a church goer, God-fearing young soul will ask me to guide him or her if he find out that I use astrology or the tarot to talk to his departed mother, brothers, sisters, or friends. So this is where you need to apply critical thinking. Advertisement, been there, done that, done this, that's all beautiful. And that beautiful because they are such things, are real psychic. I don't deny that. I'm one of those. So understand. But just to go out there and do things without spiritual tools or with a background on either psychology or hypnotherapy, so you're taking chances. So do not be the gullible person, you know, just ask that person, okay, tell me something that only me knows, okay, about my body, about what I just went through, whatever. This is what I say to people. When we talk about money later on, give me your date of birth. That's the key. That's the key. Once I have the date of birth of that person, not 1, 2, or 3, but 4 or 5 times I hit that person dead on. I tell them where they have ailment in their body. I tell them what's going on in their lives. And then I make them think. I say, whoa, wait a minute here. What the hell this guy knows about this? I shock them. And I love to see their facial expression. Believe me, it's absolutely priceless for me when I do that. Okay. And then from there, okay, I have their trust. So depending on who they are, on how much they want to spend, because, you know, I have my readings are very, very expensive. They go all the way to $700 for famous people. But I make also myself available. So you will see me on those conferences going all the way to $200 instead of $350 or $700. Now be careful of the psychic that said, I'm going to do 1 minute reading for you and charge you a fortune. That should be free. That's what you should ask. I want you to do a 3-minute reading for me before I spend the rest of the money on you, because they're smart. You know, over the years, they have learned to detect your facial expression. They have learned to tab on your emotions or your guilt. I mean, you know, those Sunday psychic, many of them are very smart. They have experience. So do not fall only for what they want you to see. Yes, I've been on TV. Yes, the FBI, I work with the FBI or this. Don't go for that. Talk to me. I don't care about what you did or the FBI or no, you know, that's words. Talk to me. Convince me right here, right now. And you have a minute to do so. So believe me, if you do that, you're going to put a lot of those Neptunians out of business. Not only that you're going to do a favor to society because, you know, there is not much knowledge on that field. I am here to educate you at the same time. So you avoid being infected by the reptilius. You're doing a favor to society and you remove those who are using imagination instead of using the divine cosmic fluids that makes a psychic a true psychic. And I repeat myself, a psychic without tools is not a psychic, because anybody can have a spiritual guide. Anybody can make up any situation. Remember, there is only a very thin hair between divine cosmic messages and pure imagination. And without tools, without that bridge, you're going in total darkness and you're being used and abused, and you cannot be the gullible. Be smart, because you work hard for your money, so get what you pay for. You're going to get that with me. All right, now this is good. This is understood, I hope, for your own benefit. Let's move on to something that is critical. Ask them also, like I do, to show you the proof of their predictions. I don't know how many of you remember, or if you heard the show, but I was on Coast to Coast on the 16th. And I made prediction. I said, expect a lot of fire and a lot of animals, wildlife will be destroyed. And then, you know, just a couple of days ago, I read on the news, sudden enough, my prediction came to pass. I think close to 500 koalas burned to death in Australia. Well, of course, you're going to say, well, the weather change, the heat wave, the droughts, all this. Yeah, they make their prediction. It happen all the time. You know, it doesn't happen at the time. It happened during my prediction and during those SOS to the world window, because those guys never said that the wildlife now is in peril. So just pay attention. I gave, before those fire, a very specific prediction. It is on Coast to Coast website. It's dated, it's in front right in front of your eyes. So there is no denying it. Okay, and I'm not boosting my ego here. I'm just trying to give you the proof that I am real, and you should pay attention to those who are real, because I'm not the only one. There is a lot of people who have talents out there and true gifted psychics. But just pay attention of some of the rules. Okay. Now, I also made, like always, refreshing your memory about the prediction about our president. That the quatrain that I wrote a few years ago mentioned clearly the December 2020, for that matter, where proved me right in terms of what's going to happen with the president. Now move on to that drag queen reading hour coming to a library near you. That should scare the hell out of you, my friend. Yeah. This is happening here. When you read the newsletter, you're going to get all the details. You're going to see the pictures of this drag queen literally resembling Satan, the devil with horns. And here you got those LGBTQ guys, those gays and lesbians, teaching your children to be more compassionate. Now you just have to look who is endorsing this movement. The Church of Satan in Long Beach, California, is actually endorsing and promoting these things. And of course, I guess their promotion or the advertisement was taken off the Facebook, which is another infested technological machine of abuse, of deception. It's just sad, my friend. Even though that these people are trying to educate those children to be more acceptable, those children don't know nothing about sex to start with. They're just starting in life. And to be allowed to be in the library with your tax dollars, it's insane. This doesn't mean those guys should be shot and destroyed and refuted as low member of our society. Remember, gays, lesbians, Down syndrome, autistic children, and a myriad of birth defects are induced by the reptilius, who uses entertainment, sports, sex, porn, gluttony. They are using every single means to captivate your consciousness. And I have another one that took place. It was in a sport even that took place, and 3 injured in a stampede to get into the rapper Travis Scott music festival. Man, you would have to pay me a fortune just to go to those festivals. It's so infected. And immature young souls are flocking there. They drink, they take drugs before they get there. They get their kick and high before. Next thing you know, there is a stampede. Stampede is for wild beasts, animals. Humans are turned into animals by those reptilians who infect them with goodies like pot, drinking, cocaine, and God knows what. This is where we are at. Now, those young mothers don't know better, and those abusive crétins who end up in jail after raping or killing those poor girls leave their cement. And the next thing you know, this lady is now having a child. Perfect poison recipe, perfect for the reptilians to manipulate the genes on that womb and turn people into, Church of Satan, atheists, idiots, sick, gays and lesbians people. This does not mean they are bad, because they think different. They're attracted different. Their physiology has been completely changed by those entities. And they don't know, they're oblivious. They don't watch those videos. They have no clue what's going on. So those reptilians now always will put this type of people on top of the pyramid, because that is what allows them Allow them to control you, to make sure you don't ask a question, because it's a new form of entertainment now to have your child looking at the head of a devil. This person, this gay person does not know is infected, or she is infected. Or be nice to us, don't kill us, don't remove us from society. We are also human beings. Yes, you are. And you're a beautiful human being. You're smart. All these gays and lesbians are top position on national TV, on national radio. They are very, very smart. But their biology, their physiology, everything has been manipulated by the reptilius. And now, those guys who have been put in power by those entities are now infecting more and more children. How do you fix that situation? Well, I tell you what, just go and watch the little video that I did with George Norrie a few years ago. I said we only have 50 years. My predictions slowly but surely are passing, and I don't want to give you those nasty predictions and offer you visions of tremendous chaos induced by those reptilians that are poisoning every single human being and destroying the human psychical welfare. You need to understand me. Every single day I show you something that makes you aware that the human nature, the human mind, the human species is infected to the core. And we need to start to battle those entities while we can. So be part of the solution. You click, yes, I like you, Dr. Turi. You join my channel. That's beautiful. But pass it on. Remember, I cannot talk to anybody anymore on Facebook, on LinkedIn. And they remove me from Wikipedia and all major websites where I teach this stuff, this cosmic truth. The reptilians have removed me. I only have you. So I'm literally desperate to pass on my message. But 200, 300, 400 people watching my video is ridiculed. It's not going to do the job. It's not going to affect change anything unless you become part of the solution and understand that we only have a short time before this nightmare becomes irrepressible and before we cannot do anything about it. You know what, my friends? It's sad. All right, let's look at the news. Remember, currently we're into the deadly window. Secret comes to light and see what happened today. What comes public with politics today, on the date that I gave to my VIPs and last month. So let's look what's going on in the world, on this crazy world, my friend. Red tide is back off the coast of Florida. Residents aren't sure how much they can take. Is deplorable. You see tons of fishes and turtle and sea mammal dying because of that red plague. All the scientific community will tell you, oh, well, you can read all the information, okay? But what really is, and you can click on that link, is that Weisberg said exactly how this red tide began is a bit of a mystery to scientists. A bit of mystery? They're going to tell you everything they want, not what it is. All these earth changes, all this weather, nasty weather, brought millions and billions of tons of gallons of water. That water goes back to the ocean with all sorts of chemicals, all sorts of acid rain, all sorts of foods that allow the reptilians algae creation to feed. They won't feed like normal algae on normal thing. No, they feed on oil, on dirt, on whatever that is stuck on area, all the trash that is packed everywhere. All those tornadoes and all this hurricane they're going through cities, they're going through nuclear waste, they're going through all sorts of things. And if you think those greedy corporation making up all the stuff and all these goodies for the reptilians that kill you are not going down to the ocean, no, that's what those algae are feeding on. Oh shit, excuse my French. Okay. And then now you go. The result is right in your face. All these fishes, dolphins, turtle, dead on the beach in Florida. Now you have your answer. College gymnastic dies after a fall in training. Plane crashes into a lake. Kayakers sprint to action. University suspend 14 fraternities after student death. I mean, it's all about death. It's all about drama. Okay. But you know what? This college gymnastic guy who dies, the plane crash, and the university fraternities, all these kids, they do things they're not supposed to do with drugs and alcohol, illegal drugs. And most of all, the reptilians are aware of their UCI, and they are using the cosmic biorhythm. They know when these people are the lowest point, the lowest part of the month, the negative cosmic biorhythm. It's happening every month for every one of you. You're going to be at the lowest, and you're going to be extremely vulnerable of the reptilians, and you're going to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, and you're going to die. Well, click on what the 2020 cosmic biorhythm is all about and educate yourself. Chemical attacks hit kindergarten in China. Jesus. 51 children and 3 teachers were injured at a kindergarten in southwest China when a man attacked them with a corrosive chemical. The suspect was detained about 1 hour after the attack. He allegedly spread the chemical as an act of revenge on society. That must be a kid. I didn't read the full story. Must be a kid. An evolved spirit, totally degenerated. Okay, God knows what this kid went through in order to keep his marble together, looking for a psychiatrist or psychologist and feeding him with antidepressant is what makes him going totally berserk. He's infected. And next thing you know, he wants to kill everybody and kill himself. Because that's what he did. He commits suicide, literally. Because now he's going to go in jail. Oh, the Chinese scientific community are going to, make sure to ask him a bunch of questions. They're going to use him as a guinea pig. And at the end, they're going to do like they did with Einstein, okay? They're going to get his brain and see what's wrong with it, not realizing that there is no difference between your brain, my brain, the one of Einstein, or this killer, okay? What's different is the UCI, is the cosmic program that was manipulated by the reptilians. Yep, the human mind is reacting to an outside stimuli produced by the universal mind. Don't talk about this to educated idiots out there who knows better than the father of medicine, who said no physician should call himself a doctor without studying the science of astrology. That's the father of modern medicine. Jesus have mercy. All right. Watch sell for 31 millions at auction in Switzerland, or what do you expect? Switzerland. Switzerland is ruled and controlled by Taurus. Taurus is the sign of money. So you have all these billionaires over there, all their bank accounts is all there. And then I don't know, but what, 31 million for a watch? Well, okay, that's probably a good thing. They said they're going to use it for the medical research. Why don't they put a little bit of the money on my mission and help me to build my astropsychological schools and teach the children how they connect with God's cosmic design, teach the children who they are, where they came from, where they are going, okay? Instead of letting a bunch of LGQTV infected reptilians disguised as Satan, teaching them to be more, nice to them, more understanding to who they are. Jesus. Wild elephant takes a break on passing car. Pretty shocking stuff. Again, I told you, doing those energy that animals are fed up. Get away. Let me live in my jungle. What are you doing here? Okay. And during those windows, they're lucky that the elephant didn't turn this car and start to trample and kill everybody in there. They're very lucky. They have no clue. I'll mess around during my SOS to the world windows, become part of the statistics. Fireball meteor struck through Midwest sky. Yeah, you can see the video. Immediately, oh, it's a meteor. It is not a meteor. 85% of those cosmic phenomenon are ships that are being shut down by the Draconis because those reptilius scout ships are too close to Earth. The Draconis are the gardeners of this world. But the scientific community has to tell you what they can assimilate, what they have accepted as reality, and what type of discipline supports something that their physical, five limited human sense dictates. There's more to it, my friends. Well, God thinks we have those Draconis out there, believe me. All right, now, I also add a little bit of a forecast. I published the November 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, all the way to the 15 forecast. So if you're a VIP, this is what you would read, one of our forecasts. And we have a few of those that are different, that explain to you where the new moon is going to take place, in what sign, if the moon is waxing or waning, what you should do or not do. In other words, I'm just explaining to you to understand and follow the gearbox of the universe and work in harmony with God's cosmic will. For if you don't, you're going to die. As simple as that. Follow the rules. You stop at a red light in the street. You stop at the stop sign. These are the laws written by men. But my hand doesn't have only one side. This is the laws of the divine, or the cosmic code. That's what I teach you. Okay? And because no one has taught you those laws, does not emancipate you from paying the ultimate price and lose your life. That's what astrology was created. That's what Jesus' initial ministry, trying to introduce humanity to our Father in the heavens, is all about. God, cosmic design. And instead of having those gays and lesbians talking with your tax dollars in every government building and library, that's where I and my students should be, teaching the children what God is all about, and teaching the children how the reptilius can get to them. They're already infected. Okay, not all of us. Thanks for that. Those who have a sane brain, don't drink, don't smoke, don't participate in events where there is a high risk of stampede, whether it be religious or a rocker or a rapper. My gosh, but that's where we are. That's where we are. There's two different types of human. You have the subhuman and you have the superhuman. You have to handle the undiluted truth, and you should not expect less than the undiluted, hurting truth. Which one are you? That is the question. Again, my friend, participate. Participate. Show your support. Click if you like my work, and that's beautiful. But bring good karma to you. Share it. I can't be on Facebook anymore. You know my story. All right? Do it for me. Push it out there. Help me reach the children of the world. It's free. I don't need your tax dollars. And I'm working for the Draconis. I'm working for the light. And I want you to be a light worker, a true light worker. And make this place a better place for all of us, especially for the children of the future. Put your hand on my 2020 Nostradamus Dragon forecast. Be warned of what the new dragon that will move in May the 15th, if I recall. It's going to be affecting you in a very specific house by sign. You need to know. And if you have a rising and you know your rising, get the one for your rising too. Double effect, double impact. Then next year, you'll be like a lot of people say, oh my gosh, Dr. Turi is real. You're going to be ahead, 18 months ahead of people. You know what's ahead of you at a personal level. Anything else? Hey, you don't want to deal with UFO, or you want to attract a good extraterrestrials, invest in a talisman, wear gold. You heard the story yesterday that the Viking used that sun rock, okay? Because when they looked through it, what they saw was the light of a ship, the Draconis, that were leading them through the nasty weather where they couldn't see the sun, or the sun was over the horizon, below the horizon. So you're here to learn things that are very advanced, very different. It's mind-boggling, it's challenging, put you out of your own little box, make you aware that you're part of a global unit. As always says, the best man on the planet is all of us. All is that, and that is all, and that is God. And God speaks to us through that sign. That's why God created the stars in the heavens for more than the sake of beauty. He gave them to us for interpretation so that we may lead a safer, more productive life. So start to synchronize with the universal law. Understand the cosmic code jurisdictions. Be safe, be progressive, be positive, be part of the light. Remember, twice, two arms, two legs, two sides of the brain, the yin and yang, male, female, God, devil, the Draconis, the reptilius. You got a choice. You have your reptilius mind in the back, and you have your Draconis mind. Okay? Be aware of these facts. In my next UFO conference, wherever it is, go to drturi.com, check it. My next slideshow will tell you much, much more than what you could ever bargain for as far as UFOs are concerned. And remember, okay, how can I talk to you and teach you how to avoid cancer if I never had cancer and gone through those crucifying experiences to get such a deadly disease? How can I talk about cancer and how to avoid it and how I got it and teach you if I never had cancer? Same thing applies with extraterrestrials and UFOs. How can I talk to you, or can anyone talk to you about UFOs if they've never seen a UFO, let alone talking to an extraterrestrial named Draco? My friend, this is a wake-up call offered to everybody. This is a must for you now to realize you need to help me. I've been cast aside, ridiculed, thrown away, removed, muted. I only have you. At least I know the numbers are coming up slowly but surely. And I won't quit. I will not quit. I will be there. I will be there to guide you. And you will be all right. That's something I know, because I trust Draco and I trust the Draconis. You will be able to face the drama, the pain, the suffering, the challenge that we are all imposed to endure on hell. You're not going to go to hell. This is it. Make it paradise by tapping on the light with the Draconis and Dr. Turi. All right, my friend, if you like my work, as always, please share. Click, hey, I like it, and join my channel. God bless you. Make it a beautiful day. Bye-bye.